Like, oh my God, Mike's here. I got to go say hi.
Fuck is Mike?
5 seconds.
Who's Mike?
BRB.
Okay, well, this show's going swimmingly. I'll tell you guys a joke while she's gone, because she doesn't like my jokes, you know, and I feel like you guys do. So yeah, 4 men on the Titanic. When it hits the iceberg, the waiter says, we need to get to the lifeboats. And then the teacher says, well, we need to save the kids. And then the lawyer says, fuck those kids. And the priest says, do you think there's enough time? Okay.
Bros and hoes. You're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi. So tell me all about the Stagecoach, bro.
Let me tell you what.
Tell me about it.
I'm too old for this type of labor.
You've made this life decision to be this type of entertainer.
I know, but you know what? Like, I know I've said it before, but I now realize why everybody that does this is on drugs at all times.
Yeah.
It's really brutal to not sleep.
Maybe you should consider doing drugs.
I cannot.
Why?
Did I tell you about the mushroom? That didn't do well for me.
You took a mushroom at Stagecoach?
I took a mushroom in Vegas before my nightclub show. And
before the show?
Yeah, because my mom was like, it'll just give you some energy. You won't even feel it. Like, it's a microdose, you know? Like,
oh, my goodness.
You're not even going to notice. You're just going to feel more energy. Was tripping all fucking night long, thinking one of my decks was glitching, and it was not. Everybody tried to come help me, and they were like, nothing's wrong with this. And I was like, yes, it's doing a thing. And then afterwards, I brought up that I took mushrooms, and my TM was like, are you fucking kidding me? That would have been nice to know.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that.
So it wasn't enjoyable. The music wasn't enveloping you in a soft blanket of sonic fun. No.
Maybe it was the lasers and the cryo and just a lot of stimulation. I don't know.
God, panic attack.
But yeah, I really wanted to be a mushroom girly, because you just hear so many great things about microdosing.
But no.
I don't think so.
Your mom's a terrible influence on you. By the way.
I know.
Just take some drugs before work. It'll be great.
She would say that they're from the earth.
So is cocaine. I don't think you should do that before you go to work.
No, cocaine's not natural.
Yeah, it is. It's from the coca leaf.
No, I think they put some shit in there.
No, they just like condense it and like power it up.
Whatever. It's
of the
drugs
earth.
Are bad,
That's
kids.
the answer.
Yeah, but everybody's on drugs. That's what I've just decided.
Here's the thing, Tish. Here's my rebuttal. Everything is from the earth. Everything. No. You can't have stuff that doesn't come from the earth. Where did it come from?
Yeah, a lot of stuff is synthetic and like human made in labs and shit.
It still came from the earth. So her thing is if it's grown.
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hold firm that your mom's a terrible influence on you.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So you're back in Nashville?
Just got back. Of course.
Yeah.
Sat on the fucking runway for an hour in Palm Springs.
Yeah,
they were like, yeah, it's air traffic's just really congested, from LAX. Don't you guys plan for this shit?
Yeah.
When you're making flight schedules, don't you accommodate the fact that there's X amount of planes leaving LAX at this time and X amount of leaving Palm Springs? They did not. I sat there for so long that I then missed my connection in DFW because nothing in DFW ever runs on time. And did not get home until 11 p.m. I'm asleep, boo.
My bad. Well, we can do a quick episode if you want.
Why are you hurting?
I was telling the Wire Tears before I called you. I went to the George Lopez golf tournament and gala for his foundation yesterday. Okay. And so Sarah and I got a little boozy. So you're sleep deprived. I'm hungover. This has got the ingredients for one heck of a ride, boys and girls. Here we go.
I'm so sorry, but one person can only do so much.
Well, I do have a lot of fave things, so.
Well, that is great because I have literally watched nothing except for the newest episode of Palm Royale. And I got to say, that show started so good and it's losing me.
Wow.
Are you caught up? Are you still watching it or not?
I never started watching it.
I do think you'd like it, but yeah, those last few episodes just haven't been hitting the mark,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, now I'm not going to watch it because you say it sucks. So
I mean,
I waited it
sucks
out.
is harsh.
I waited it out.
It sucks is harsh. It's
Wait, hold on. If we're gonna do this, we need to start a show.
Okay.
Me or you? I'm just gonna go. I feel like you've got too much on your head right now. Bros and hoes. You're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi.
So Palm Royale.
I think they came out of the gate too strong with the first few episodes, and now it's not as good. The last few episodes are a little disappointing.
What's the show about?
It's about Palm Beach in the 70s, 60s, 70s. I don't know. Back then. And it's about a girl, Kristen Wiig, who comes to Palm Beach. She's poor as shit, apparently. But her husband has some trust fund, family money, but he got cut out of the will. But the woman who is about to die with all the money, they're basically trying to weasel their way into the family trust.
Okay.
So Kristen Wiig's out here just lying all the time, causing chaos, manipulating people, to get this family trust, basically.
The tale as old as time.
Truly.
That's cool. So I'm not going to watch that one. What's that on? Netflix?
Apple Plus.
I do feel like Apple is just it's almost like making TV shows is like a hobby for them. It's like, we're just a couple, We don't really care so much.
Yeah. A lot of their shows are really good.
I know. Okay. Do you want me to start with the best stuff or the worst stuff?
Sure.
That wasn't even an answer. I'm going to start with the best stuff.
The best.
This is going to sound like hyperbole, and maybe it is.
Okay.
The best show I've seen all year, easily, hands down, is Baby Reindeer.
Okay. That's a strong statement.
I know. And I kind of I don't know. Sarah wanted to watch it really badly. And I was like, I don't know. It's about this guy who's a bartender / stand-up comedian. And he's a stalker. I'm like, I don't know. Whatever. This is going to be whatever. We ripped through that thing in a single night.
Wow.
All 8 episodes or whatever. It is, first of all, it starts out gangbusters. And it's kind of fun and funny. She's a little bit crazy. And then it turns real dark. I'm talking real dark. But here's the thing. What I didn't realize, Sarah can kind of explain it to me. The guy who's the lead in it, this is his story. This is a true story.
That's what I was about to ask, if it was fiction.
The story follows writer and performer Richard Gadd's warped relationship with a female stalker and the impact it has on him as he's ultimately forced to face a deep, dark, buried trauma. Baby Reindeer. So it starts out, he's a kind of a failing stand-up comedian. No one laughs at his jokes. He's kind of like a slapstick comedian. He brings a suitcase full of props, right? No one's laughing at his stuff. He's not popular. And he's bartending to kind of make ends meet. And this woman comes in and she said she's got no money. So he feels bad for her. She's kind of overweight, and she's got kind of this an annoying, loud cackle laugh. And she's like, I don't have any money. And he's like, the Coke's on me, whatever. So she starts coming in every single day, and he gives her a Diet Coke or whatever, and she just falls in love with him. And you got to watch this. Yeah. Coca-Cola. Diet Coke, I think is what it is. So you kind of watch this progression of this woman becoming more and more obsessed. And, she's a liar. She says she's a lawyer and, works with Tony Blair and high powered officials, but she's got no money. So it makes no sense. And then one day she goes to his comedy show and she laughs. And it's the first time that anyone's laughed at his stuff. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, with her laugh track, other people start laughing and his comedy starts getting better. So then he realizes that this person's kind of important for him. She's giving him something, which is laughs, which is all this, a positive affirmation, whatever. All the while, he's kind of leading her on, but not really. He's just trying to be nice and not like let her down super hard, you know? She keeps on falling more and more in love with him, and he kind of becomes obsessed with her a little bit. Anyways, you then start to see like how crazy she is, right? And at that part, it's kind of funny and like you're like, whoa, this bitch is crazy, right? And then it turns into a whole different thing where sexual abuse happens. He gets abused.
Oh God.
And it becomes really, really dark and really, really, he really exposes himself a lot. If half of this story is true, it's insane. It's an insane story. And the ending, albeit like not what I wanted, is such an amazing, beautiful ending.
Okay.
And hard to watch. And like, I walked away from it being like, you know, those movies that like you think about, or those shows you think about for like days afterwards. You're like, oh my God, this is this show.
Damn.
Anyways, I can't tell you anything more other than like run, don't walk to see Baby Reindeer. It's so good. It's so fucked up though.
So did Sarah watch it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she liked it?
Loved it.
My sister likes it. I'm on some group chat. I don't know why she thinks I've watched this show. I'm on some group chat about it.
Well, go watch it.
Yeah, I need to. I need to go rot for 2 days and just watch a show.
Yeah. Well, it was like most of the day today, I think.
Oh, die.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go back to bed. Okay, let's take the reins on this show. Up next. So I finally watched Rebel Moon.
Oh, and?
I agree with you. The first one's better, but it's still fun. Like,
yeah, totally.
Yeah, like your complaint was like, I liked it when we were in space and like, you know, going to different worlds. And this one obviously is just taking place on that one planet, on that moon, I suppose. I do like the war strategy that they use. I think that was fun. My only complaint is, so Rebel Moon is very kind of similar to like Star Wars. You've even seen it. My only complaint, there's a robot, a droid, who's like a badass fighter. He doesn't fight.
I know.
And you're like, it's Anthony Hopkins doing the voice, and you're like, hey, Anthony, let's get in the fight over here, guy. People are dying left, right, and center. You know? I was like, we need more of this guy in here. And then finally he like comes to life, and you're like, where have you been, buddy? We've been fighting a war over here, over grain. Also, if you have ships that can traverse the cosmos,
yes,
how is grain your big problem?
I don't think it is.
I don't get it.
Nah.
Well, let's get some hydroponics systems over here, you know? Grain?
Yeah, they're fucking bringing people back to life and shit. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know.
We don't need grain.
We don't need grain.
No.
All right, we got some, so we can make some synthetic thing.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Massive spoiler alert. If you have not seen this, fast forward 30 seconds.
Okay.
How fucking crushed are you that Mikhail Huisman dies?
Yeah, someone has to die.
But
those
why
are the laws. I know. I thought it was going to be her.
I would have preferred her. You know, she was kind of annoying.
I thought it was going to be her. But now that opens up, because I guess Zack Snyder wants to do a third one, but Netflix hasn't bought it yet. Classic. Hey, Netflix, what are you doing, guys? Let's buy it. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, I want the third one.
Bring Charlie Hunnam back for number 3.
That's the thing. So this is the opportunity for Charlie Hunnam to come back. This is what I think happened. They didn't have enough money to pay everybody. So they paid them both in the first one. And then the second one, they were like, okay, Mikhail Huisman, you're just you. We'll pay you. And then we're going to kill you. And then the third one, Charlie Hunnam's back in. Okay. Genius. I don't know.
Because, it's kind of crazy that he just dipped, you know?
Yeah. We started watching Gentleman in Moscow.
Okay.
I read the book. I think I talked about it on the show. I don't know, probably a year or so ago. It is so good. It's a pretty good representation of the book. I will say that. It's Ewan McGregor, who's so funny. And when I heard that they were making this, I was like, I wonder if Ewan McGregor can pull this off, because the character in the book is so very funny. I was like, this is a lot of subtle comedy that he's going to have to do, but I think he does an amazing job. A Russian aristocrat is spared from death and placed on house arrest while the Bolshevik Revolution plays out before him. A Gentleman in Moscow on Paramount Plus. And Showtime. Where did Showtime go, by the way? I had the app, and now it's gone, and everything's on Paramount Plus now?
I think you can watch it through Amazon.
I don't really know. Anyways, yeah, so this takes place during the Bolshevik Revolution, where basically in Russia they dethroned all the oligarchs and rich people, and basically there was this uprising and communism or whatever. So the people take over, but so he's this rich guy in Russia who's living in this really swanky hotel, but he's written like kind of like a beautiful poem that it gives a lot of hope to the rebellion, I guess, to the uprising. So they spare him, like they don't kill him or whatever. I guess kill him or put him in jail because of this poem. But he's got to stay in this hotel, and he's been taken from like his nice suite. Now he has to live in like the helps quarters. And then it's just him being stuck in a hotel and like kind of like becoming friends with everybody in the hotel. And he befriends this little girl, and it's really cute. Anyways, A Gentleman in Moscow, very good. I would suggest the book if you are an avid reader before the show. But if you don't do that, then just watch the show. You know how we've been wanting True Detective to be as good as it was the first season? And it just never was. Well, fear not, YFTers. Because there's a new one that's, I feel like, almost as good as the first season of True Detective. And it's a show called Under the Bridge. Have you heard of this?
Did you talk about this last week?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I talked about wanting to watch it.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, this is the one with Lily Gladstone, who was in was it
Killers of the Flower Moon?
Killers of the yeah. Rena Verk, a 14-year-old girl, went to join friends at a party and never returned home. 7 teenage girls and a boy were accused of the savage murder. Hulu's Under the Bridge. So it's based on true events. So the main character is Rebecca Godfrey, who is in. What is that show you guys loved? Oh, it's the main character's Riley Keough. Oh yes, Elvis Presley is like granddaughter or whatever, and was in what was that show that you guys all loved?
She's been in a lot, but Daisy Jones.
Daisy Jones and the Six. Yeah. So she's the main character. She comes kind of back home, and she's like writing a book kind of like about her like upbringing. And you get the sense that like someone died in her past, and she's like writing this book about a friend who passed away. And so she's kind of like staying with her parents and gathering information before she goes back to New York and starts writing the book. And then while it happens, this young girl who's of Indian descent gets found murdered and dead. She's in the water, and they find her body.
Yikes.
So then all of a sudden the story changes from like what she was writing about to what this is now. And she befriends all of the girl who died, all of her friends or so-called friends, and starts kind of like raveling the case. And it's super, super interesting. You don't know where it's going to go. Like and the first couple episodes, you're like, okay, I know who the murderer is. Like, and then you're like, oh no, it's not that person. Really, really good. Highly recommends Under the Bridge.
Okay, that sounds really good. I would rather watch that, I feel.
Than what?
Than Baby Reindeer.
I gotta say, Baby Reindeer's better. I listen. Okay. I watched Under the Bridge first because I didn't want to watch Baby Reindeer. But then when I watched Baby Reindeer,
all right,
it blew me away, okay. Sister.
Mm-hmm.
I finished Fallout.
And?
Love.
Really?
Loved it.
Okay.
Loved the ending. I'm excited because it looks like season 2 is Fallout New Las Vegas, which I think is a video game. I've discerned that from the dorks on TikTok who are talking about this.
Okay.
But anyways, really, really good. Fantastic. There's not much more I can say other than go watch Fallout.
Fallout.
Did you ever have a hamster when you were younger?
No, I wasn't allowed for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. I also really wanted a bunny, and I wasn't allowed to have that either.
Well, so I've been seeing this on TikTok. People talking about hamsters.
Okay.
And because everyone like had hamsters growing up, and then they die, and you're like, oh god, and you got to go bury the hamster, whatever.
That's so sad.
Well, come to find out, new information has emerged about hamsters, and apparently, hamsters sometimes hibernate. So if your hamster died during the wintertime, might have been just hibernating. And
No.
you buried a live hamster in the wintertime. Yes. Not all hamsters hibernate, but some species, like the European hamster, are true hibernators that sleep for long periods during the winter. Other species, like dwarf hamsters, typically do not hibernate, but may enter a related state of hibernation called torpor. Torpor involves lowered body temperature that allows the animal to survive unfavorable environmental conditions. Barely can sense a heartbeat, very shallow breathing. I got a feeling a bunch of you guys out there were killing your hamsters.
That's really fucking sad.
I know.
I hate that you told me this. This is going to haunt me.
I know,
and
but
I
we
didn't
need
even
to
have
put
a
the word out.
hamster.
We need to put the word out to everyone out
We do.
there.
PSA.
You know?
I'm going to get on
Save
TikTok
the
right
hamsters.
now.
Also, why are you getting a hamster anyways?
You know what I really wanted more than a hamster or a bunny?
A chinchilla?
A ferret. A ferret.
Oh, a ferret. Yeah.
How fucking cute are the ferrets on a leash?
They kind of look like little snake rats.
I love them so much. I don't know why. I've always been obsessed.
Why don't you get one? You've got a million other animals.
Also, the other thing I was this fucking close to getting in college was a sugar glider. Do you remember those?
Oh, yeah. I had a friend.
Those things are cool as fuck.
Yeah, they glide around.
Yeah, but at night. And then during the day, they sleep. So the idea was that I was at college, and I was like, well, I'll just carry him around in a little pouch with me all day at school, and he'll snooze in the pouch. And then I'll get him a little cage, and he can fly around in the cage at night, you know?
Did you ever get one?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Really wanted one, though.
Well, I just remember my friend Alex Swartz had a hamster, and I do remember it dying and us having to go bury it out in the backyard. And I'm pretty sure it was during the wintertime. I think he left for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Oh, it was Christmas because he would always go to Hawaii for Christmas. And I'm pretty sure when he came back, it was dead. Or was it?
Sad.
So anyways, a lot of people were just fucking burying hamsters alive.
You know, this is just a fucking prime example of why people shouldn't have animals unless they're going to be knowledgeable about their care.
Speaking of, did you see that, is it like North Dakota congresswoman or whatever wrote a book? And I guess she's like Trump's like front runner for VP. And she, in her book, she tells the story of she had a hunting dog. They bought a hunting dog and the dog couldn't, wouldn't learn to hunt. So they killed it.
What?
A puppy? And she doubled down on it too. She was like, hey, listen, this book is stories of my life. And this happened. And it was a worthless hunting dog. So we had to put it down.
Oh my God.
Dude, you can just have a dog. It doesn't have to be a hunter.
And it's a woman?
Also, it's a woman. Yeah.
Well, she's fucking canceled.
No shit. Also, I love the idea of a PR person being like, hey, let's not double down on the murdering of the puppy thing. You know, let's walk that one back. You know, if you are going to run for president or vice president, maybe let's walk back the killing puppies thing.
I don't know. I feel like Trump would be down with this. And I feel like this, just goes, he sends horses. He ships horses to slaughter. That was all him. So, they're just two people just down with killing animals, apparently.
Why does he sell horses to slaughter? Because
he just passed the law that allows it, which is really fucked, I
don't. Educate me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, horses can't be killed for slaughter in the United States, but he passed a law that allows them.
Slaughter?
Like they slaughter horses.
Slaughter. For meat?
Meat, glue out of their hooves. But yeah, people eat horse meat in other countries.
So you can't raise them to slaughter them like cattle.
You can't slaughter them at all in the United States. But he passed a law that allows them to ship to Mexico to be slaughtered.
So how do we get our glue?
I don't fucking know, cows probably, because cows'
Do we
lives
just
are the
wait
same.
for horses to die and then we get the glue?
No, I'm sure they slaughter cows for it because that's probably allowed since we slaughter them for meat anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
All that to say,
mean, yeah.
it sounds like, just can't we get someone else?
You mean you don't want the guy who's sending horses to slaughter and the girl who's murdering puppies?
Sure don't. Anybody else. Who I really want to run for president is Matthew McConaughey.
Why?
Because I just love him.
Okay. So let's see. I've gone through all the things that I liked. I talked about how we've been murdering hamsters.
I'm so upset about that.
I know. I'm upset about horses to slaughter. What about donkeys?
Yeah,
can donkeys go to slaughter?
Donkeys go too. They all get shipped to Mexico. It's so sad. You got to pay more attention. This is the whole issue I tried to raise awareness about with the Free Wild Horses organization.
I didn't know we couldn't ship horses to slaughter,
I don't listen to you on this podcast. You don't listen to me on Instagram.
I saw the horses thing, but I just assumed it was like you want more wild horses or something. There was never a thing of like Donald Trump is passing legislation to slaughter horses.
The BLM is rounding them up on the grounds that there's too many animals on the land, and then they get shipped to Mexico to slaughter, and then they replace the horses with fucking cattle that are owned by private ranchers. It's so fucked.
BLM?
This is also a whole nother
Black Lives Matter? Why do
Bureau
Black
of
Lives
Land
Matter have
management?
That makes more sense. I didn't know why people who were advocating for Black lives hate horses so much.
No, it's the motherfuckers with their helicopters and, small dicks out there harassing wild horses. Yeah, it's that.
Got it. Well, I would love for you to enlighten us more about horse culture, because I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you're inviting that conversation, I would love to have somebody on from the Free Wild Horses organization, and we could really give a TED Talk about it.
That sounds boring. I just need you to tell me about it,
I just did.
Okay. I saw AI wrote a country song. I thought we'd play that. It seems pretty funny.
Oh.
Gonna try to kind of flip the script here because it's been kind of dark, I feel like.
We've been killing hamsters, horses.
We've been killing hamsters. Horses are dying because of the Black Lives Matter movement. All right, here we go.
I got beer in my boots, dirt on my truck, corn on my mind, and a gun up my butt. It's a small town. At least there's beer and trucks and shirts. Beer and trucks, dirt kicks up. Guns in butts, big red coats, dirty boots, dirty beer, dirty butts. Let's all cheer. Oh, the beer it floats, the trucks get mud, the guns are loud, the butts are proud. Got beer on my plate, a biscuit in my boot, the gun in my butt, and the truck gets through. Beer in trucks, dirt kicks up, guns in butts, big red coats. Dirty boots, dirty beer, dirty butts. Let's all cheer. Oh yeah. Dirty beer, stinky boots, pickup trucks, and country food.
Sounds exactly like Luke Bryan, honestly. Yeah.
Guns and butts. AI.
Genius.
I like that one. I'd listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
I got something else on Instagram. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is a little girl who wrote a song called "I Wonder What's Inside Your Butthole."
Ew.
Yeah,
Why would she wonder that?
Kids
is she okay?
wonder crazy things.
What's inside your butthole? I always want to know what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Maybe there's astronauts and maybe there's aliens all inside your butthole. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know what's inside your butthole. I always
Okay. If I said the word butthole as a child, I would get my mouth washed out with soap.
Really?
And meanwhile, this mom's just videoing it for likes.
Wait, hold on. First of all, what if there are aliens and astronauts in your butthole?
Well, there's
That's cool.
not, because there's definitely not.
There might be.
No.
I mean, you don't know, like at some atomic level, you know, string theory.
I don't think so.
But hold on. Interesting. You said this.
Yeah.
You consider butthole a bad word.
Well, my mom did when I was a young child.
The same woman that told you to take hallucinogens before work?
Yeah, she's changed a lot.
She has. But hold on. What did you call that area of your body as a child?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah,
Could you say you're, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I was using it in the context of, Trace, you're such a butthole.
You're a butthole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is such a great burn, by the way. We
Pretty
gotta
good,
bring
huh?
that back. I'm bringing that back.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. This episode, we're bringing back the butthole. Sounds weird, didn't it?
We're just...
What did you call wieners as a kid? Like, what was an acceptable word for you to call wieners?
I don't know, actually.
Really?
Yeah. What did you
In
call
our family, you could say pecker.
Pecker. I want to say maybe pee-pee?
Yeah, your tallywhacker.
Something.
What'd you call vaginas? The JJs?
Yeah, that sounds right. I just don't recall talking about private parts often, to be honest.
You don't really? You have so many siblings.
Yeah. Don't know.
What's the thing that you got in most trouble for as a kid?
Probably beating up Trace.
Did you like fists?
I did that a lot. I think so.
Why did you beat him up?
It was just too easy, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, it was too easy. I was mean to Trace as a kid for sure. We're so close in age. We're like a year and a half apart, so we were just like constantly fighting. I bullied the shit out of him, and then in 9th grade, he finally got taller than me, and we were in a fight. I was harassing him, I'm sure, and he shoved me up against the wall and twisted my wrist and fractured my wrist.
Wow!
And my parents were like, "Woo! Good for you, Trace."
Yeah. Did he really fracture your wrist, or you just like pretending?
No, I wore a brace for weeks.
Wow, he's very strong.
He was in 9th grade. Stuff. Wasn't before. I gave him some shit.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
You deserved it.
I know. I did. Truly. Should we talk about Stagecoach or like no?
Tell me all about it. I saw that. Who's the guy that wears sunglasses all the time?
I don't know.
This country singer.
Eric Church?
Yeah, I heard everyone left his show because it was so boring.
Oh yeah. I didn't see that. I had to Google it yesterday because I was curious. Apparently, I can't say I'm a big Eric Church girly. Like I don't really know his music. But I know he's a massive country artist, like one of the biggest, I think. Apparently, he did a set where like the first hour was gospel songs. Like acoustic with a choir. Not what his typical show is, I guess. And then he was doing all this gospel stuff and then went into like a cover of Gin and Juice or something.
Interesting.
Which sounds interesting. And apparently he just didn't really do any of his own songs and didn't put on a normal show and people weren't pleased.
Got it. Well, anything else happened at Stagecoach? I saw that like Joey was there and Kelsey and Tardik.
I didn't see any of those people.
What the heck?
Somehow. I know. It's weird. I did see Taylor Lautner. But I was a little busy, running around. I did watch Posty's set. God, he's so fucking cool. He did an entire set of just old country covers, and he absolutely slayed it. It was so sickening. He covered Tyler Childers, which was cool. And it was just really, really epic. And I just love him. He also came out with Morgan Wallen at the end of his set and everybody just lost their shit.
Were there any chairs involved?
No chairs. Morgan was pretty tame.
Yeah.
I've never seen Morgan perform. This was my first time, and you know what? He's really fucking good. I think he lives up to the hype. Like,
Really?
he sounded great, and he's got like just tons of fucking hits. Like, I knew almost every song. It was kind of nuts.
It was crazy. He was on American Idol.
I know.
You know, by the way, I've been watching American Idol.
Oh.
We desperately need Simon Cowell back. All right?
Dude,
we need someone. Yeah. We need someone telling some hard truths to these kids. Okay? Because they're all too nice.
See that.
All right?
I
Lionel Richie's too nice. Freaking Luke Bryan's too nice.
Luke Bryan. Yeah.
Luke Bryan is too nice.
Katy Perry still there?
Katy Perry. Katy Perry's the only one that can be kind of mean. She was, also, why does she wear gloves all the time? But I was watching and I was like, I'm not impressed with really any of these people. We need Simon Cowell to be like, you're a garbage human. You should never be doing this again. You know, that's what we came for. We came for a British guy berating people. Okay. And now
but
what
you can't do that anymore, I feel.
I was talking to Sarah about this. I think that's true. I think everyone's so scared of like getting canceled that they are lying to everybody.
I know.
And so I'm putting my hat in the ring right now. If there's another reality show that needs some judges, I will tell some hard truths.
Oh, okay.
What's that noise?
My fucking dog. Somebody's here. I don't know who it is. It's a weird car. I don't know. My dogs are going nuts.
I think you should do a show in sunglasses all the time, by the way. You look very cool.
It's kind of a vibe, but is it, honestly?
Yeah, it's kind of a vibe. I kind of love it.
It's better than seeing how fucking tired I look, you know?
Yeah, you look great.
You know, I'm too old for this.
Are you?
Yeah, I saw everyone and their freaking mom was at the airport in Palm Springs on Monday morning, and I ran into Kristin Cavallari. Cavallari? How do you say her last name? Do you know?
Calamari.
And she and I were like, hello, oh my God, I feel like death. I'm too old for this.
Was she with her Oklahoma boys? Montana boys?
She was with her singular Montana boy. They're pretty fucking cute together. I'm not going to lie. Oh my God, Mike's here. I got to go say hi.
The fuck is Mike?
5 seconds.
Who's Mike?
BRB.
Okay, well, this show's going swimmingly. I guess I'll tell you guys a joke while she's gone, because she doesn't like my jokes, you know, and I feel like you guys do. So yeah, 4 men on the Titanic. When it hits the iceberg, the waiter says, we need to get to the lifeboats. And then the teacher says, well, we need to save the kids. And then the lawyer says, fuck those kids. And the priest says, do you think there's enough time? Okay. That's all I got. Hopefully she comes back soon, because back. She'll be back.
Hi.
Who's Mike?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Who's Mike?
Mike trained Astra when she was a puppy. He's the dog trainer.
Oh.
And he is training my friend Emily's puppy. And I forgot I told her she could come over here because Mike's here to Mike's had her puppy for like a month, and he's here to give her the rundown of what she's been learning.
Yeah.
So I said she should come over here where there's all the animals to distract, because sometimes when the trainer's here, the dogs are just on their best behavior because he's alpha. But if you give them donkeys to be distracted by, then they'll actually act up, and then he can actually correct them and show you what to do.
Yeah. Well,
fascinating.
Yeah.
He's truly the best dog trainer, as he is the best girl in the whole world.
I wonder how he feels about the gentlewoman from South Dakota that
probably not great.
Shot a puppy because it wasn't a good hunting dog.
She shot it?
I think that's how she killed it, yeah.
I hate her.
I know. Politics aside, you're kind of a piece of garbage, lady.
Yeah.
Also,
Trash.
Sarah and I were talking about this too. If you have a hunting dog, generally that means that they're full-blooded, you know, you probably paid money for it. I'm sure someone would be like, I'll take the pure-blooded Labrador Retriever, gold German short hair, whatever you got.
Whatever. Yeah.
Now, let's just go back and take it out back and shoot it in the head. Okay?
Okay, I hate this so much.
And then we're going to run for president.
Do you follow hockey at all?
No.
Oh, apparently the Preds are kind of killing it. So I wore my Pred sweatshirt today.
No, I'm wearing my Lightning 100 shirt.
Should I go do a little ESPN look up here?
No.
Or do we not care?
We don't care about that. Let's end this thing, huh? This has been the lackluster.
Let's take it
one.
out back and shoot it.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, the Preds are in the playoffs. Love this for us.
The proverbial let's put this dog down and end the show. Do you have any musics? You were just at Stagecoach. You didn't hear anything that you thought, you know what? That was cool.
I'm telling you, your girl was really working most of the time.
Well, not working on this show, that's for sure.
Working on the things that pays me money.
This pays?
There's not shit on my release radar.
All right, well, I got something. Here you can go out on it.
What do you got?
This is a band called Brainstory. Have you heard of them?
No.
I like it. It's kind of like neo-funk soul. This is a song called Nobody But You. You want to go out on it?
Sure.
What we got coming up?
Thank the freaking Lord I'm home for 10 days. Praise him. And then May 9th, I'll be in Calgary, Alberta.
Alberta.
Playing at a spot called Cowboys Dance Hall. So for all the Canadian fans, come on out.
Come on.
After that, I got Vegas on May 12th. I got Hangout Fest May 18th. And they just announced today that I'll be at EDC Vegas on May 19th. So yeah, I got some irons in the fire.
All right. Well, I love it.
Got some irons in the fire. I'm coming to LA for Tish's birthday. You should come over. Have a drink.
When's that?
May 13th.
Okay, I'm there.
We'll probably do like a little low-key house hang,
Great.
you know?
As long as she doesn't try to drug me.
She might.
She might.
I guarantee you there will be mushrooms on site.
Ooh. Not doing that. I'll have a beer, and then I'm going to go home. I'm old.
Okay.
All right, well, I have tears. We love you.
We love you guys.
Sorry we're hungover and tired today, but you know what? That's life, and you just got to. You get us
so tired
in the real, in the raw. You know.
Yeah.
But we'll do better next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, this is a song called "Nobody But You," Brainstory. Okay, bye.
Sick. Bye.
Bye.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation.